Hey yo guys, time for another video from me. This will be a new segment video. I'm not doing that tag thing, for the record. Don't tag me again. I've been tagged by Ronald B. Cood and Mr. Nick. I'm not doing it. I find it stupid, and it's just people wanting plugs from me. Even though I like Mr. Nick and I don't mind Ronald B. Cood, I'm not gonna just plug your name like that. Just saying, I don't like the tag. But anyway, the whole point of this video is my new segment called Dadirrtywhyteboi's DVD Show. Now I'll be doing mini reviews of certain DVDs. I have about 3 documentaries and 3 actual shows where I'll be doing mini reviews, and yeah, let's just get into it. I'll start with the documentaries first. The first one up is Guest Booker with Kevin Sullivan. Now this is a very interesting, first of all, it's a very intriguing shoot series from the Kayfabe Commentaries company. Go check out their website. You can get this DVD and the others on Ring of Honor's website, or obviously kayfabecommentary.com, and High Spots as well. This DVD here is very interesting. I really like it for the simple fact and how innovative the shoot series is. I like how Kevin Sullivan, who he would book as his world champ. I don't really know if I really want to spoil it for you, but how he books it with Orndorff pretty much and Steamboat being your main contenders, and then he pretty much then gets off track sort of and books a big Christmas show. The IC belt he books very well as well. The tag titles is another great story. He goes on to the national expansion, and then his Christmas show, like his whole point on the Christmas show is very good, and like how he would take the talent and why. So I really like this DVD. Go check him out. The whole series is great. I have pretty much the whole series so far. I have to still watch them, and yeah. The next DVD is this, The History of World Class Wrestling, the Triumph and Tragedy of the History of World Class. I did not know much about World Class. I still need to check out the original documentary that came out, I believe, in 06 or 05, just because you know how WWE will fiddle with the facts and stuff. This DVD here is just great. I need to brush up on some history of a famous territory. I like how they go through the whole Von Erichs and like how each of the best were. The feuds, the Fritz Von Erich thing, you can see him in his final match, retirement match, against King Kong Bundy, who actually has hair, and they try and cover his face up. They go on to about the deaths. I actually did get a little emotional when they did the David Von Erich tribute show and Kerry beat Flair. I mean, I actually kind of shed a tear. If you think that's crappy or something, whatever, I don't care. I'm passionate about this business. But yeah, one of my favorite things was the Chris Adams heel turn, because I remember Chris Adams a bit. He was in WCW for like a minute. I just really liked how they did it, how they did their feud with Kevin. And, it comes with great matches, and they went to full lengths to get great guys like Skandar Akbar and Gary Hart. And, they also got the guys that also helped the territory out a little bit, like Kamala, Muta, Kabuki, and so on and so forth. They're not an expansion. Like, this is the original company that did the global expansion. So, it's a great DVD, and, it's really sad what happened to this territory about the deaths and stuff, because they could have possibly maybe still been around. And finally, on the documentary side, we have Omega, the Uncommon. This DVD is about a company I didn't even know about until I saw the ad for it on High Spot's YouTube page. This is the company that Matt Hardy and the booker, who I can't remember his name at the time, I watched this such a long time ago, formed. It was pretty much a Japanese style wrestling, with American and Lucha Libre mixed in there. It goes through some of the guys that ran through, like listen to some of the guys who ran through. Obviously Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy. Shannon Moore, who started there at the age of 9. Shane Helms, Joey Matthews, Christian York, Jason Arndt, who is Joey, I don't want to say Joey Styles. He was the Joey guy in the Mean Street Posse, and he was the original guy from this company to get a contract from the WWF at the time. And it goes how the company folded. The company mainly folded when Matt and Jeff got their contracts, and the stories and stuff with the matches and stuff. I just really enjoyed this DVD. It's something I think you need to check out, and I think Steve Corino, who was also in this promotion, I think put it best with this promotion in general. There was WWF and WCW who were going head-to-head. ECW was the alternative to that, but then the alternative to ECW was Omega. Really great DVD. I think you guys should check it out. Show-wise, up first, I have Ring of Honor's Honor Nation. Just a great show. I mean, top to bottom, it's fun, entertaining, and so on and so forth. The opener, Adam Pearce and Brent Albright versus Stevens and Cross. Not bad for an opener, but okay. Whitmer Delirious, good match to help with the feud. The Four Corner Survival didn't pan out well with Tyler Black, so it was more of a triple threat with Nigel getting the win because he was with Generico and Hallow Wicked. Castagnoli and Hero had probably one of their better matches of their feud, and Daisy Hayes was looking sexy there, I'm just saying. The Necro Butcher and Jay Briscoe was a good match, good brawl. Jimmy Jacobs and Tyler Black versus Ernie Osiris and Mitch Franklin. Wash, but whatever, what do you expect? There's some innovative moves from the Age of the Fall. Austin Aries and Bryan Danielson, their first of their best out of 3. Good solid match. Probably the best of the 2 I've seen. I'm still waiting on the third and final match to arrive. The Tag Scramble is what I'm going to give the match of the night in Strong, Romero, and Richards, the No Remorse Cope, versus the Vulture Squad of Jack Evans, Ruckus, and Jig. Just a great high-action, five-paced match all around. And Takeshi Morishima and Kevin Steen for the ROH World title. Morishima's final title to reign, and it was a good match, all in all. I really enjoyed this show. I mean, this was just a great show overall. I give this an 8 out of 10 as a DVD. Then we have Chikara's Cibernetico and Robin. This promotion is something that not a lot of wrestling promotions are. It's a fun promotion. This show is run from the old ECW arena. Let's just go through the matches here that were advertised. There was the Cibernetico and Robin, which was 2 teams led in sort of a Survivor Series style, where you'd have 2 teams of 8, which is 16 in total. If your whole team got eliminated, that wouldn't be it. Then the remainers on the team would have to duke it out, and Castagnoli turns on the Kings of Wrestling here in Chikara. We had Chainsaw versus the debut of the Osiris Portal, which is a good match, and unfortunately for Chainsaw, they lose. Incoherence versus the Neo Solar Temple. They get their 3 points and a tag title shot. Super Extremo versus Chris Chambers. A good match. Nice to see Chris Chambers, a guy from the Blood, Sweat, and Years promotion, come up and have a good, strong against Super Extremo. I really like the 6-man, the Colony versus the Blackout match. Just a great, high-impact, tough, skilled match there, and Eddie Kingston cut a good promo before the match. But I have to give match of the night to Cheech and Cloudy versus the Olsen Twins. These guys tore the house down, and I would give this a 4.5-star match, maybe just 4 to 4.5 at least. I mean, come on, they just tore the house down. Jimmy Olsen with a nice dive through the ropes, tornado DDT, and then they worked on Cheech's neck. Such a good match. I would really recommend this show if you're just checking out Chikara. And it's just a fun promotion. And finally, we have Pro Wrestling Syndicate's debut show, Revolution. All in this show wasn't the best what I was expecting. I mean, I don't know, you have your opener as Shelly versus Trent Acid versus Human Tornado. I don't know why you'd have that as your opener. I'd have that main event. I mean, that was your best match of the night, pretty much. The Zombie versus Malta the Damager. I mean, the Zombie is the ECW Zombie, and, it was kind of botchy in some spots, but fun. The Zombie can actually wrestle. Eddie versus Samoa Joe. That was actually a nice, fun match there. Kingston pretty much cut an open challenge in Joe. It wasn't the best match per se, but Kingston was doing great heel stuff and good promo on the mic. Coco Beware versus Nels Young with Noel. Not the greatest match, because Coco clearly passes from, but the commentary team that does commentary for the PWS promotion was hysterical, cutting up Coco. Jason Blade versus Danny Dementa with Talia Mattis. Not a bad match, but, something was missing in this match. Too much, I guess, stalling. I really like that Danny Demento guy. He's a great big man. He could be one of the next Bigelows. The Canadian Superstars versus the Outcast Kill. That's a decent tag match. Just Incredible versus Reckless Youth. I really like this match. This is one of the better matches on the show. And then the main event, Elimination Fatal 4-Way. Abyss versus Steve Monster Mac versus Paul Enormous versus Michael Sane. This match was pretty much a clusterfuck, because if you do independent promotions, take note. Do not run around the ring and have your guys battle with one cameraman. So overall, this is a DVD thumbs down. I'm out. Peace.